Why do you think this was forgotten? I got my 2 cents, but I'm curious what you're thinking on this one.
There's just better versions of this out there. There's one of my notes was above ground swimming pool Elmore Leonard, which is really I think what this feels like more so than a Coen Brothers takeoff is like. Yeah. Elmore Leonard, who's a crime fiction writer who wrote like Get Shorty and Out of Sight and and Jackie Brown.
Dare I say Barry Sonnenfeld would have directed this better?
Barry Sonnenfeld would have crushed it. Frankly, I think he has It's too bad he couldn't have worked with the Coen Brothers like Barry Levinson did. But still, I think this would have really taken his career to a new level. I fucked up Coldplay and U2.
Fair. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's all a mix. So no, I just think. There's a lot of other kind of crime comedies with a sexy romance vibe to them that work better. Also, this being PG-13, there's sexy crime movies that are sexier and crimier than this. This one's all pretty, playing it pretty safe. So I thought that Billy Bob Thornton's performance in this was universally loved. I'm finding out maybe you have to be a special kind of sick freak to enjoy it. So this movie may not even be... I think that this movie's charm barely outweighs its many flaws, and I think for many people it doesn't even have that much charm. So I think it just kind of washes away.
Mm-hmm.
And you?
My take is virtually the same, but I will put it through the lens of setting aside the 9/11 conversation.
We always wind up talking about 9/11 on this show.
It was a cultural moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to chalk this one up to superstar syndrome. We've talked about that before. I think across the board, you're looking for a Bruce Willis movie, you're not going to Bandits. You're looking for a Billy Bob Thornton movie, you're a sick freak, but you're probably not going to Bandits. You're looking for a Cate Blanchett movie, you're probably not going to Bandits. You're looking for a crime comedy, you're not going to Bandits. If you're looking for a crime romance, you're not going to Bandits. You're
looking for a throuple movie, you're not going for Bandits.
Yeah. I think for any of the leads, like, their careers overshadow this movie. I think for the genre itself, there are better examples of what this is trying to do. I don't know exactly what this is trying to do, and I think that is ultimately its biggest downfall.
I don't know if the people making the movie knew what this movie was trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's as you have alluded to multiple times, there is a good movie in here.
Oh, yeah.
It needs to be tighter, or it needs to commit to one lane or the other. It needs to be a hangout movie, or it needs to be a movie, and it's neither of those things. Yeah. So it ultimately falls into this, what the fuck is Bandits?
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be more tighter, less Tyler. Bonnie Tyler. Whose songs?
No. I disagree with that.
No?
It needs to have the same amount proportionally of Bonnie Tyler.
Wow.
Just not the characters reciting the lyrics in a terribly flirtatious scene.
Are there any Bonnie Tyler deep cuts you'd rather see? If it was all just like the only for the real tie heads.
No, I mean, I think the two songs those are her two big songs, so I mean, it makes sense to use them.
Just a little mainstream. I don't know if she had some like unplugged album or something that's really the good stuff.
No.
Are you Googling all of Bonnie Tyler's discography right now?
If I haven't mentioned it before, I'm terrible with titles. So I know the songs, I just don't know the names. As we saw earlier, not being able to name the Superman song.
Yeah.
Straight from the Heart was one I was thinking of. And have you ever seen The Rain?
Oh. I have. I grew up in Oregon.
You have?
Yeah, I've seen The Rain.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, that's why I think it was forgotten.
Yeah.
Now we have to decide, should it remain so, or should we send this back to modern memory here in the smoldering ashes of 2000?
Oh, dude, too soon, man. I mean, I guess we're never forgetting, though. So, we're doing what all the bumper stickers were telling us to do. Look, I wavered in this episode, and we were texting about this before we started.
Yeah.
I am going to vote Remember on the basis of Billy Bob Thornton's performance, which I liked. Listeners, Try it. It's free on Tubi. Decide for yourself. A lot of this movie will waste your time, but I think that there is some real fun to be had watching Billy Bob Thornton. And it's also, I don't know, and I think honestly the heist scenes, there's multiple bank heists in this movie, and kind of every time they're robbing a bank, I think that's pretty fun and that's pretty enjoyable. So if you treat it as like 25 minutes worth of pretty good movie wrapped up in a lot of packing peanuts, I don't know. Remember.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Subscribe to Movie Memory Machine for new forgotten movies every other Friday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.